if there are seats available, if everyone will take a seat, we can go ahead and begin. Well, first of all, thank you all for coming tonight. My name is Ron Planks. I'm the orchestra director at the high school and at Rogers Middle School. And so Udipe is the orchestra director here and at Reynolds Middle School. I wanted to begin by saying, especially to my beginner parents, can you believe that just a short 8 months ago, your child was opening up a string instrument and we were teaching them how to pluck? And for those of you that came to that very first demonstration concert, we were showing you how to be teachers at home. And tonight we are pleased to say that it's all about the music tonight. As you know, and I'm sure you've heard around the house, string instruments are very difficult to play. They're unique, and I hope that I want to encourage you as a parent to really encourage your child to stick it out and stay with it. I don't know if you've been able to hear our high school orchestra yet, but we have a concert on May 10th, shameless plug, but there's a reason for me plugging it. You can come over and hear the high school so that you can really see where they improve and where they end up and just how fast they get there. Like I said, it's difficult. It's a difficult. String instruments are very difficult, but it's very rewarding when it's all said and done. I think you'll really appreciate it. So really encourage them to stick it out. We've been very fortunate this year. We have a student teacher this year, and I think the kids have really enjoyed working with her. She's been learning and she's been teaching us things, and I think the kids really enjoy it, especially the bass players, because her principal instrument is a bass. And so they want to get rid of me and they tell me I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm not a bass player. But as long as they're feeling special, that's great. So at this time, she's going to conduct the first piece, and I would like to welcome her to the stage. This is Miss Kayla Kemp. couple of times at a couple of different concerts, but it just amazes me. I think by next year, we could probably have about 150 students here at Orchestra at Rogers. I mean, yes, that's a long way and a beautiful way to grow in just a very short time. I remember the kids that I started with over at Reynolds, and I think there were 13 beginners in that first class I had, and now we got over 50 of beginners every time we start, so almost 150 kids next year at Orchestra. So it's a really great thing. So thank you, parents. Thank you. Yeah, give yourself a round of applause. We're blessed to have some young musicians joining us. I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with our Suzuki program, but the district is very supportive and allowed us to start a Suzuki program where we have violin offered from K through 5 over at Winsong Elementary. And of course, we're hoping that that's going to continue to spread and be in some other elementaries throughout the district at some point. So at this point, I want to recognize the Suzuki students. They're all 5th graders, and so they'll be playing. This is their first time to get to play with the orchestra. They play in groups at Suzuki. It's always just violin, but this is their first time playing with the other instruments. So my Suzuki students, would you stand and just be recognized so they can see you? Yeah. My Suzuki parents, and if you're not familiar with Suzuki, let me tell you this. These Suzuki parents, they are in a weekly lesson every week learning how to do the same thing that our amazing Suzuki teacher does so they can go home and do it. Suzuki parents, you stand and be recognized. Come on, let us see you. Yeah. And finally, we are so blessed we have an amazing Suzuki teacher, and I'm telling you, she is so good, I call her the Pied Piper of violin. If her shadow even touches you a little bit, you will wake up tomorrow playing violin, I promise you. So please acknowledge Rachel Holt, our Suzuki instructor. So very quickly, we are going to present some Outstanding Musician Awards, and then we'll go into our last tune. These awards were nominated and voted on by the students, and so at this time, when we announce the award winner, I'm just going to have them stand and be recognized, and we'll give them their awards later. All right? All right, so starting with our outstanding, yes, bass. Outstanding bassist, Molly Bowman. Now to our outstanding cello players, Isabella Guevara. Stand up, Isabella. All right. One more outstanding musician cellist, Connor Brooks. I teach these kids to enjoy the spotlight. All right, we're moving on to our outstanding viola students, Francesca Terrell. Another violist, Natalia Cano.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Outstanding violinist, Zoe Patton. Outstanding violinist, Alexia Callahan. And finally, our last one, outstanding violinist, Addison Smith. All right. Finally, our last selection, Impulse.